Hello, my brothers. It is I, Giovanni Ramos. And I'm gathering right now to think of a good topic. First, let me set the intention. See, right now, I go in from work, and I find a number of ways to characterize my being into an array of formatting. My adversity has delivered me this sort of versatility in my own projections. And so I hold myself as a stronghold in the workings of God and all that is good. And so it's my intention to set forth good springs upon the face of the earth. Good faith on the name of Christ, and good faith in the matters of spirit. And it is a venture for me, something that amuses me to be in synchronicity, to be in alignment with the Lord. These are my intentions set forth, should I devise any future discussions. Should I ignite any flame in between the likes of the sun. Now let's begin. Now I would say in my life, there are a number of factors that had brought me to this point in my life. Point in time where I've had much to thought about the nature of myself and the nature of the divine and the nature of existence in its entirety. And I have brought within me many fables, many modes of perception, ways of seeing the world, and concepts to identify with. In this, we are able to articulate a manifest of every single manifest of every single deed, action, thought, observation. I lose my point here. But in the sense, this is where I am led down. We see the nature of Christ. We see the depth between the stories. We gather meaning from where it has yet been found. Meanings that are adjacent to our personal experience, what we have learned firsthand, and what has come to us through the direct experience. And so in radiance to all that occurs around us, we have been able to filter through the passages of time, observing consequence and inconsequence and potentiality along the way. And so when we begin to decipher the depth of our dimension and dimensionality within the in-sequencing array of everything that is within the continuum, we start to recognize the nature of consciousness in the infinite capacity for the holy. And all that is holy shall be known, indifferentiated, and partitioned, segmented and split, and it shall be what builds itself again. And that includes vulgarity and the likeness of evil. And this is as God provides and is not sustained in prejudice. But even within the forbearance of prejudice itself is what allows the conduct of embodying it. And so prejudice and vulgarity, the likes of hell, is another core granule in the dance between the yin and the yang, night and darkness. And so I gather again. Where does this move anyone forward should they know these things? How does knowing the fullness of the flesh and the spirit and the cosmos tie into the adventure? You see, in these line of inquiries, we grasp onto our preconceived notion of servitude and being in service to the Lord and creation and the order of the cosmos. What follows in relation to these? How does one gauge the nature of experience knowing the fullness of the effect, having reached its conclusion already? And what does it yield in one's heart and in one's journey, the journey of the soul? I'll leave with this. I thank you for listening.